Hi,
Hi.
my name is Oscar Bat. I'm studying New Hampshire University. I'm conducting the interview about how the US citizens feel about the US government structure. You give me your consent to interview?
Yeah, go ahead. It's okay.
Yeah, thank you. I would like to ask you what are the three branches of US government?
The three branches of the U.S. government include legislative, executive, and judicial.
Thank you. What does each branch do?
Yeah, actually, I don't have much information about that, but in legislative, they just they structure the laws, and this is put into practice or implementation by executive. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I know.
thank you. As you know, in the US we have two main parties, I mean Democrats and Republicans. Do you know other parties that are existing there?
Yeah, the other part is Green Party.
Oh, thank you. Do you have what is the basic process which is a bill becomes a law?
Yeah, a bill becomes a law when the idea of maybe like any citizen of the U.S. is like I don't I don't know.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
Hi,
Hi.
my name is Oscar Bahati. I'm working as a student at Southern New Hampshire University. I would like to interview about the US structure government. Are you going to give
Okay.
me your consent?
Yeah, I Sadiq accepted that you record this interview for the academic purpose.
Yeah, thank you. Let's start.
Yes.
What are the three government US structure?
The U.S. government has three branches. We have the executive branch, administrative branch, and the judiciary branch.
Okay, thank you. Let's
Okay.
move on to the next question. What does
Yes.
each branch do?
I know the executive branch rules the country and the army. I don't know for other branches.
Okay, that's okay.
Yes.
Let's move on to the third question. In
Yes.
US, we are having two main parties. I mean,
Mhm.
Republicans and Democrats.
Yes.
Do you know other parties that are
Uh,
there?
the third parties like the Libertarian Party, Massachusetts Workers, those are the small parties, and they can have an influence on the politics of the country.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Let's move on to the last question. What is the basic process which a bill becomes a law?
It becomes a law by the president's veto.
Okay. You have something to clarify about that?
No, I don't know for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Oscar Bahati. I'm going to present you about the US government structure. You can ask yourself, what are the US branches of government? First, in US, you are having what you call legislative branch. The second, you are having executive branch. Finally, we have what you call judiciary branch. The second question you can ask, which does each branch do? For the legislative, they are responsible for making a law and changing laws. Here, this branch is responsible for making vote of laws. The second branch is about what you call executive. They are responsible for enforcing and implementing laws. Here, this branch is responsible for making sure that what was voted by the legislative branch is being implemented. Let's move on to the judiciary branch. The judiciary branch is responsible for interpreting and protecting the law. Here, they should make sure that each and every law which was voted is followed as stated. Let's move on to the third question. How are those three branches connected? Even though each branch has its power, they also had some interaction to one another. First connection which exists between these three branches is that all dealing with laws, even if it is not the same, or they are dealing with laws. The second connection, They are telling that legislative and executive are working together in some degree. This is because president has the power to suggest laws and to the veto he does not like. This means that both legislative and executive can sit together to vote whether if this law was not accepted by the president. The last is the judicial branch is interacting with those two branches, I mean legislative and executive. Let's move on to the fourth question, which is saying how do they regulate each other, what you call checks and balances. Checks and balances for the executive, it implement power, the trial of what you call impeachment. For the judiciary, the Senate approves the federal charges. The Senate is responsible for approving whether this person is qualified to the federal court. Also, they implement what you call power. Finally, they can pass a bill in both houses, I mean the House of Representatives and the House of Parliaments. Let's move on to the fourth question. Democrats and Republican are the major parties. Can you name a third party? No. In the US, you are having two main parties, which are Democrats and Republicans. How did the two-party system start? These have started in 1787 as a political party called the Federalist that was formed by Hamilton and his group, and it was the first party existed in America. In 1797, the Anti-Federalist, which was around Jefferson, and it was so-called Democrats, Republican. That's how those political parties were born. What impact do third or minor parties have on national politics? Apart those two main parties, I mean Democrats and Republican, we are having what you call minor parties, which also are contributing to the US politics. For sure, we are having like libertarians. Those are like small parties. Whatever they see that there is a strong political party, they can join that political party so that they can be a direct member. That's what you call the impact of minor parties on national politics. The minor parties affect national election result by taking away their votes. They can take their votes to the one of the main parties, I mean either Republicans or Democrats. Finally, let's see the question, how does a bill become law? In the US, there is what you call a bill. That is a process where any citizen can bring an idea to the House of Representatives or the Parliament so that that idea can be voted as a law. How the process is? Here, the bill is submitted to either the House of Representatives or the House of Parliament. Once they receive that idea, either the House of Representatives can choose a subcommittee that will be evaluating whether this should be confirmed as a law. After that subcommittee work, they will bring to the entire House, and finally they will sit together as both chambers for electing that idea to be called a bill. And then once they agree, the majority who are going to vote, they will immediately submit or bring to the president. Once the president agree that or sign that this idea is confirmed, immediately it becomes a. Or either if the president rejects, it brings back to those both for more evaluation so that they can see either that idea presents any weakness. In that case, they evaluate and they resubmit it again to the president. Thank you for your kind attention.